находится. Welcome to Aquila City.
Just keep your gun holstered during your stay.
Pardon me.
Another day, another shift.
I'll say right up front that if you're short on credit, well, all kind.
Outlaws, washed up, those bandits from the Shaw gang. This can be a dangerous place. Best to carry a reliable piece. You seem all right.
You've got potential. Just need to see a little more from you. Oh, you're back.
Hey!
Good. You did what I asked, so let's go meet the marshal. Follow me.
All she wanted to do was talk about Aquila City's history. I got a 90-minute lecture on the great Solomon Coe, founder of the Freestar Collective. How pathetic is it?
We're headquartered in the upper floors of the Rock, but we also have remote stations throughout Freestar space. Helps us to identify and respond to threats more quickly. Like I said before, there are less than a dozen rangers in all, and we operate with limited resources. Thankfully, most people respect us and are willing to cooperate. This job requires...
Hello.
I just want to be sure you're ready. Oh, you're back. Good. You did what I asked. Follow me.
It was interesting. All she wanted to do was talk about Aquila City's history.
Diego Monroe,
We're
at your
headquartered
service.
in the upper floors of the Rock.
Theoretically, the Ranger's work is never truly done. Yours.
My brother-in-law just got back from 2 weeks in Paris.
Like I said before, there are less than a dozen rangers in all, and we operate with limited resources. Thankfully, most people respect us and are willing to cooperate. In this job, your eyes, ears, and wits are every bit as important as your badge and your sidearm. Marshall.
Emma, I take it you're here because you're satisfied that our new recruit can handle the job.
Seems capable enough, and we could use the help.
All right, then. Step forward, recruit. Let me have a word with you. I've got just one question. Do you pledge to defend the people of the Freestar Collective, even if it means risking your own life? Well, that's not quite the same thing, but it'll do for now. Here, take these. You're now a Freestar Ranger deputy. I'm assigning you to Ranger Wilcox for some field training. Listen good to what she tells you. Welcome aboard, deputy.
Wish we could throw you a welcome party, but there's work to do. We got word from a farmer on Montera Luna. She says someone's trying to take her farm, and she's afraid she might be in danger. Whoa! How about you ease back on the throttle there, Deputy? Violence is the last resort. You don't draw your weapon unless innocent lives are in danger. Grab any supplies you might need, and let's get going.
Pay attention to what Ranger Wilcox tells you.
Not everyone gets to say they work at the Rock.
don't do. If you're looking for a weapon, I've got you covered. I'm sure I got what you need. You ask me? Just so you know.
I want to do your business quick. Take a gander.
Sooner we get to Montera Luna, the better. We're going to a farm on Montera Luna. That's the moon that orbits the planet Montera in the Cheyenne system. See you.
I actually met a guy who finished the Red Mile. He lost an eye in the process, but he did walk away with a pile of credits. And I mean, you got 2 eyes, right?
Word to the wise, avoid the stretch, especially bagging.
Speed and heading while we scan you for contraband.
Free Star Rangers. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
I'm Ranger Emma Wilcox. My deputy and I are here to help. Now, tell us what happened.
I was out planting in the fields when I saw some men approaching. They looked like soldiers with uniforms and weapons and such. They wanted to buy the farm. Didn't even ask if it was for sale. Their offer was so low, I told them right where they could stick it. They said they'd give me time to think about it, but if I didn't change my mind, I was gonna regret it. Then they left. Then I know where you can start. They headed into those canyons back behind the house. That place is dangerous. Steep slopes, narrow trails, rock slides, and all manner of hostile creatures, too. If you're going after those men, be careful. Oh, there's one other thing. They said they were the first. The first of what, I'm not sure. But there must be more of them coming.
Thank you, ma'am. That should be enough for us to find these men. All right, Deputy. Keep that weapon handy and your eyes sharp. Since these guys don't know we're after them, they're probably not making an effort to hide their tracks. Now, let's go and check out those canyons. Quiet out here. I like it. Nice change of pace from Aquila City. Oh, I grew up on a farm. Back when I was a kid, I used to love exploring and making maps. These canyons would have kept me busy for months. I'd have looked into every nook and cranny. Boot tracks. Several pairs by the look. Not too old either. Let's head down into the canyon and see if we can find them. Good eye, Deputy. Looks like we're heading in the right direction.
I advise a hasty retreat. It will save your life.
keep your eyes open. It seems strange that a group of soldiers would try to run a farmer off a struggling farm. We just need to find these men and ask them. I'll talk to you later. Be ready for anything. Take care. Let's just hope they're not perched up onto these canyon walls, waiting to snipe us. Nice to get out under the sky. Hey! You're a natural tracker. smell that? I'd bet my badge that's wood smoke from a campfire. They're close. Be ready. Damn, that was a lot rougher than I expected. Let's talk. Are you okay? Really? Guess you've led a pretty exciting life. Maybe the less I know about that. Let's search the area. Maybe hopefully we can find something that... Likewise. Find anything interesting? Let's see what we have here. Interesting. So, their ship was stolen from the Hope Tech factory. Whoever pulled that off must have been one hell of a shipjacker. Well, I guess someone really wants that farm bad. Speaking of which, let's get back there and let Miss Wagner know that she's safe. For now.
What's the news? What happened? Did you find those men? On the one hand, I'm sorry it had to go that way. On the other, they had it coming. So who were they? And why do they want my farm? Hope Tech? The cargo ship company? Sorry, I don't know anything about that. They say the Rangers always get their man, so to speak. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I can't thank you enough. I'd hate to be remembered as the wagoner who couldn't hold on to the farm that's been in the family for so long. Of course. All the same, I'm grateful.
If you have any more trouble, give us a call. We're in system, so it won't take long to get someone out here. All right, Deputy. Let's get back to the rock. We need to report this to the Marshal.
always helping.
Keep it moving.
Hey, deputy.
It's really an honor to be able to help out.
If you're looking for the Rangers, check the upper levels, or the cantina.
What's the story on Montero Luna?
That call we got from Wagoner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagoners off the land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. Still with me? You're drifting. Am I bored? Yes, we're done here. What's the story on
That call we got from some men were trying to run. We confronted them.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. I agree. Until we see the whole picture, we won't know if Miss Wagner is truly safe. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm? Okay. What's the story on...
That call we got from some men were trying to... We confronted.
You helped someone and... I agree. What did you make of... You enjoy the violent stuff, huh? If you have to shoot someone, make sure it's for the right reason. But outside of that... What? Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm? Hope Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? That sound familiar at all?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway. The 1st Cavalry lost almost all their mechs and soldiers in a big push to take the United Colonies base. They were just about there when a ceasefire order came down. Both sides had just lost too much by then. It was a bloodbath. The commanding officer of the 1st disobeyed the order. He didn't want the lives of his soldiers to be sacrificed. For nothing. They court-martialed him, and the rest of the surviving officers, and locked them all up. I suppose it ain't impossible, but it's real damn unlikely. The unit was pretty much wiped out, and the few that survived ended up in prison after a court-martial for disobeying orders. I don't recall how long the sentence was. Hell, it's our only lead. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. Good. The last thing I need is the Council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montera Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
Nicely done.
having brownouts all the time. Mass finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
There's a bit more in the back if you're not seeing something on display.
Selling art is a bit of an art itself.
I am not a stock boy. I am busy right now. If you need something, why don't you talk to Emoli? She'll take care of you.
If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask.
It's nothing like an afternoon off.
It seems like a small decision, but they all add up over time, and it's paralyzing.
I keep
Doesn't
telling
stop
them
thinking.
I am a manager. I should
Buddy,
be
it's coffee.
managing.
Pick one, get out of the way, and let... Let's get on with our lives.
Yeah, sorry. Sure. And no whip?
I don't appreciate
Can't go in. You just can't.
But David's my friend. He writes me.
I hate to break it to you, but his PA is the one who signs all those cards and headshots.
If you've seen something interesting, let me know. If it pans out into a full story... Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps. If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much. He's liable to burst.
That's all I can do.
You are the best!
I have a feeling we'll see each other again.
Please tell me you're not here.
David's amazing. And I hear he's single.
If you ever find yourself with a hot lead, we will do our best to protect your anonymity.
Do you have a story for me or not? Welcome. If you're part of the David Barron, he's liable. Let's take a look at you. You're not from around here. My guess is you really work for a living. I bet you have a story or two. I have a feeling about such things. Tommy? Tommy did something useful? So you must be the captain of the... Frontier? Rumor is there was a firefight at a mining installation. I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me? Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO. Bad blood between the fabled Constellation and the Crimson Fleet? Has all the markings of what we in the SSNN call a story. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group? Ah, the old anonymous source. A dance I know all too well. So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph? Huh. Sounds like a good outfit. The heroic miner is a good angle. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever get more stories like this, drop by. And take this to cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report. If you have a new story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee. You certainly get around. I'm surprised that branch has any customers left the number of times it's been held up. But I thought the Rangers had finally managed to get a handle on it. I heard there was a standoff. That true? I'd say I'm surprised, but this is my total lack of surprise face. What happened to the robbers? The Shaw gang? Wait, what? You cleaned them out? Jesus. I'm sorry, but I might have to dig up some witnesses to confirm that. Anyway, these things are often messy. Any customers or Galbank staff get hurt? That's really good news. Usually, well, it's a different kind of story. You were there. You were involved in resolving it. Any comment on the Freestar Rangers? Having another high-profile robbery in their own backyard is a bit of a black eye. Huh. That's really good to know. Stories like this always fire up public outrage and appetite. Thanks for the interview. And take this.
I will meet David. It's going to happen.
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
Mercenaries? The factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. It's why to give them a wide berth. Ask me, those murdering assholes should be blasted into space dust.